maybe we'll just chill for a minute, Monty.
I don't know about all this. Meat. All up in there. Look, you got a big old leech. Good morning, Monty. Oh, you sneezing? Morning, Monty. That fuzzy teddy bear slept like a rock all night long. Oh, I slept pretty dang good too. The wind is, it's pretty windy out. Oh, we gotta go across this big old lake here, so skeeters, we're up to get up and get moving here. Yeah, I slept pretty good, but you can hear it's breezy out. And this is, the sun just rose, so it's gonna be a windy day. It could affect our distance we move. Maybe. Probably won't. As long as we can get across this lake, we can at least get to that one lake. But anyways, let's get up, make some coffee and oatmeal, throw the stick for Monty a little bit, get moving. Let's do it. You want freedom? Be free. Be free. Go ahead. Live your own life. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Monty. Be free. You gotta step. Oh, not my balls. Oh. Oh. Monty's always so happy when I emerge from the tent. Hi, Monty. Hi. Hi, puppy. Hi. Oh, look at that butt. Look at that butt. Hi, Monty. Hi. 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 It's me. It's me. It's me. Did you sleep good? Oh, look at it out there. You can see the colors. Let's see if we can. Yeah, look at those colors over there. Those fall colors. A little breezy, but I think the winds aren't too bad at all. Like, very small waves. It is breezy, and there will be gusts, but there's at least not big waves. Like, look at those teeny little things. So I think we got to go straight that way. See how you can see the low lying? That's generally where you portage through to other lakes. Is you're not going to be portaging up that. That would be awful. So I'm pretty sure we have to go there. You know, when you're reading maps and stuff, that's the kind of stuff you look for if you're ever having trouble. But you know, yeah, that's got to be where we're going. There, critter. Give it to me. Don't you argue with me. A little fluffy bunny. play with sticks all day. Here. He's sassy pants this morning. Hey, sassy pants. Ooh. Ooh. Little bouncy bunny. Okay, so we're gonna try to keep throwing the stick for Monty here as we pack away camp and we cue Coffee and Oatmeal Sequence 2.0 or classic version. Same thing we always do. Let's do it. Let's do it. Probably the amount of water oatmeal asks for. Soupy. Uh-oh. Oh, maximum soupy. Oh, that's dangerously soupy. This is the soupiest oatmeal we have created. There's not any more room for water to make it soupier. Look at that. This isn't oatmeal, it's soup. Oatmeal soup. Still hot. Oh! Still hot. Oh, juniper berries. Would you look at that? I've been having this habit lately where I take a couple sips of coffee and I eat a little oatmeal and then I gotta poop. So usually it's hot, I make a nice poop, and then it's cold by the time I get back. The coffee's not. I can already feel it coming on. In this case, I gotta let this cool down. It's a little too hot. Sun's coming out. It's already been a warm day. It was a warm night. It was super breezy, but I just used my sleeping bag liners and I didn't even really use a sleeping bag last night. It was very warm, especially for how windy it was, because there was a breeze going through the tent. It's breezy on this point. And even right now, you know, it's early and the sun is up, but it is warm. It's going to be a hot day today. I can feel it now. We are going to be sweating. I think we've only got 2 bigger sized portages today. The rest are fairly small. So as soon as we get moving here, we're going to just crank out these. I think we got 1 little teeny and then 2 about 1/3 mile, so they're not crazy big. They're smaller, so we'll just get those done, and then we've got a bunch of little portages, so we should be able to move fairly easy today and get some fishing in. The only thing that's gonna suck is if this breeze persists, it's gonna make fishing tough. So we'll see. But anyways, I'm gonna finish up my oatmeal. I'm starting to feel my poop come on, so I'm gonna do that. And then we'll get finished, packed up, pack away that DSLR, get in the boat, get to moving. Go ahead. Go ahead. You hear the loons, Monty? And we're off. Okay. I will put on the old life preserver. Might as well. Most importantly, is not the life preserver. It's the aviators. Can't go paddling without these. No, sir. So really quick, I want to touch on the life preserver. You'll notice that sometimes I'm not wearing it, and that is a personal choice that I compare to riding a motorcycle with no helmet. Not smart decisions, but sometimes, you know, it's a choice. So if I feel comfortable, if I feel like I'm totally fine, I'm not gonna wear it. You know, if I got, you know, it's a choice. That's what it is. Hey, loons. Loons! So, you know, not everyone's gonna agree with that, but you know what? If I make a mistake and I drown because of it, that's my own dumb fault. Darwin's theory of evolution. That's what that would be. But no, I'm fine for the most part. If it's ever wavy or frigid cold water or just dangerous, I'll put it on. But for some reason, the winds have died off completely. It's like calm now. Like, listen. Nothing. So that means we are going to drop a line and troll. Strange, so maybe a warm system just came through last night or something. Whatever it is, I'll take it. I will take it. So we've got a choice to make right now. Do we throw Monty in or not? I'm just kidding. Do we go with a steel eater and not have any bites? Or go without a steel eater and catch fish but potentially lose our 59¼ inch pike that we catch? Because the steel eater curse is a true curse. It's real. We've got water rushing out from right here, but it's super shallow. So I don't know if this is going to be any good. We'll take a few casts, but we might get snagged because our 1/4 ounce jig is too heavy. We're gonna have to reel in fast. We can't slow retrieve here. It's only about a foot deep, but could still be fish waiting near this. Because flushing in food. Ooh. It's going to be a hot day today. You know, sometimes it's interesting not knowing what fish a lake holds. You just gotta assume pike, bass, walleye. Monty, you are just... He's struggling right now. But yeah, usually they all got pike, bass, walleye. That's just what I assume every lake has, until I'm surprised different, or if I know that there's supposed to be like lake trout or something. Oh, it's a stick. Dang nabbit. It's supposed to be a nice drop off here. Dang it. I let it sink too long. Got a nice rocky point here. Seemed like anyways. There's supposed to be a good drop off, so Monty's just gonna be upset or thirsty. Monty, you are shifting an awful lot right now. Jeez. Oh man. I'm just gonna cast in the deepest part, we're just gonna let it sink. And if this doesn't work, we're just gonna move along and cast along trees and stuff like we normally do. I think today we're gonna probably jump in that water regardless of how we feel, because we are scummy. We are scummy today. Whenever you go to sleep, whenever I go to sleep and I'm like already like sweaty and sticky, man, I get sweaty and sticky at night. It just makes all your sleeping gear gross. So if I go to bed tonight after another day of sweating, all my stuff's gonna be nasty. And I don't want that. No sir. No sir. Now this looks good. There's just like a whole section of trees down here. If I cast all along this and I don't get a bite, and this is right near the drop off too, then I'm not gonna be happy with this lake. Try not to cast it too close. We want to let our lure sink near the edge of the trees, but we don't want to let it sink into the trees. We need to turn our boat around. Oh yeah, this drops off right into structure. Oh, let it sink too much there. Oh, we got it back, all right. Ooh, that was, oh, that's not good. Oh no. Oh, we're getting this, is gonna get snagged on a rock. So that was a bad cast. What do we got here? This is a stick. That stupid rat's nest I just dealt with was the worst one I've ever had to deal with. It took me like 10 minutes. I didn't think we were gonna salvage it, but we did. And now we've blown past where we were fishing, so we gotta go. Well, at least we get to like fish the other way now. Monty, just simmer down. We're not getting out yet. You are going swimming the second we get to a portage or at the end of it, because you are a stinker right now. You need to calm it down, son. No bites. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. We want snacks. Snags. Snags. Why? The bait caster doesn't like the little small tosses. Maybe they don't like how fast this lure is falling? I don't know. And there's a snag. Dang it. Alright, this is not looking good. We're just gonna keep moving and casting. No bites. That's interesting. No bites. That's not right for a beautiful lake like this, clear water. All right, well maybe for some reason they're hanging out in the shallower part of the lake. We're gonna just keep moving on, yeah, just casting. I'm just gonna do fast retrieves. I don't want to lose any more, get any more snags. So we'll just do some fast retrieves. But we've tried. I've tried letting it sink and jigging for a minute out deep, casting along these beautiful trees here in fast retrieve. So either there's fishing isn't very good here, or they just don't want my white jig at all. Maybe it's just like a lake trout lake. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's in here at all. So if it's lake trout, they're definitely not gonna want to bite, you know, right next to shore like I'm casting. Well, you never know. That's what's fun about just trying. I mean, it's obviously way more fun to catch stuff. Now that I think about it, there's gotta be pike and lake trout in here, because I know that last lake has pike and lake trout, and the water flows like right into it. So they gotta be in here. The pike should be all in here. All right, let's see if we got the luck of the beaver. Oop. Lots of sticks down there. Yeah. No fish. For some reason, I'm not having any luck here. We're considering this the last cast in this lake, and then we're gonna scoot on out of here. Actually, there is one nice little choke point up there that we'll try, and then that's the end. We got a little bit of a pinch point here. 5 casts, that's all we're giving it. Well, we're giving it up on this one. No luck for us. All colors are looking beautiful up there in the hills. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. That was a sweaty portage. Oh, that breeze feels nice. I am sweating. Yeah, we gotta swim today. Maybe we'll do it after this next portage. Maybe not. I do not know. Decisions. Anyways, we've got one more portage till we're on a bigger lake. We'll try fishing there, we'll try casting. Hopefully we have better luck than that first lake we tried. But yeah, let's get this done. Maybe we swim, maybe we don't. It is getting cloudy and overcasty out. Maybe it'll rain. I don't know. I don't really know. It didn't seem like it was calling for rain much this week, but I always take that with a grain of salt. Weather never knows what it's doing. So let's go to the other lake and decide once we get there. Oh, it just started raining pretty hard. Got pretty windy during the portage here, and there's definitely some thunder. I was hoping to swim at the end of this portage, but I don't know anymore. It's coming down now. I'm kind of protected under the boat. Monty here, he ain't. Monty, we're getting wet. Oh yeah, it's coming down. As soon as I get there, I have to put on my rain gear. Oh! I've got the best umbrella in the world. Kinda, it's a little lacking at the sides, but it's still pretty good. This portage is a breeze, it's all downhill. Oh man, my pants are gonna get wet. Oh no. All right, we gotta get there and whip out some rain gear. I'm not saying the rain feels bad by any means, but it's coming down right now. Monty's gonna be soaked. There's no way I'm not getting soaked from this. Oh, this is great. I love me a good rain. Oh, it just lightened up a little bit. Maybe it's gonna pass by quick. I wouldn't mind. I wanna fish. Monty put himself up on this rock, waiting for me to get in my boat and get ready. You ready for a liftoff, Monty? You ready? All right. Alrighty. Well, it was raining pretty good for a minute there. Just had a little lunch break, ate some beef jerky, cheese, some BBQ habanero almonds, a couple Starburst, got some hydration in, and it's just sprinkling now, but it feels, I didn't really need to swim after the rain kind of cooled me down, but definitely feels good to have the rain, so I'm not going to bother wearing rain gear right now. It feels too nice. It was way too nice, but we are on a big, beautiful lake, and it is time to catch some fish. If I think that this system is definitely going to bring some cooler weather, so if it starts to get chilly or anything, maybe I'll put on my raincoat just for, you know, a little wind protection, but right now it feels too good. There we go. It's like perfect fishing weather right now. Oh, and there was a few big cracks of thunder. Or were. There were a few big cracks of thunder, I should say. Oh, that was, I could feel it when I released it. A good spot for a fish too. Poop. I don't want to talk about it. Dang it. Well, the rain's picking up a little bit, and the breeze feels nice and cool, so I think we're going to put on some rain gear. Might as well throw the old poncho on Monty. Otherwise we're just gonna be soaked. Monty, it's your favorite time. Poncho time. We'll let your head stick out for now. We'll keep the rest of you dry, okay? Deal? Deal. Let's catch a fish. Or at least let's try. Hopefully the rain doesn't mess with the bite at all, which has been so great. Oh. Oh, there's a fish. Right there. Nice little bobby bass. There we go. We got a fish for the day. Nice little bobby. Goodbye. Okay, so this lure still works. That's good. I got a rat's nest. As I cast it there, and I paused to deal with it, and the fish bit. Well, at least they're still biting, eh? It's a little wet today, rainy day. You always gotta have a rainy day, at least one. I don't mind if there's more. I would prefer if the whole trip wasn't rain. That'd be something. I have had a trip long ago where there was a lot of rain, and it was actually during October, so it was very cold and rainy a lot of the trip. I think it was a 16-night trip. And it was rainy. I feel like at least 10 of the days were pretty rainy. Which I guess isn't insane, but that's a lot. And it was cold. I was thinking that the rain was just gonna pass over, but it doesn't look like it. Seeming like it's gonna be a probably rest of the day sort of thing, because it was super warm yesterday. We got that breeze all night. It would make sense that a system has moved in. It's raining. I think it's raining a little bit. Weather's calling for 100% chance of rain right about now. That's what they said. They were right for once. It's a little bit of driving rain. We're going into the wind. Seems like it's big droplets of rain. It's not light little whippy rain. Big old fat rain. Coming at your face rain. I love it. I love weather like this. You gotta have a little weather. You can't just have nice sunny days. No, sir. We're just out here in the woods, you know? We're getting in the thick of it. How you doing, Monty? Oh, Monty is just Sith Lording it right now. You know, the rain's actually pretty peaceful. kind of blocking them a little bit. The rain hitting them. We're gonna take a few casts when we get to this other side, but I think I'm gonna prefer to stick to smaller lakes for fishing. I don't know what this is gonna do for the rest of the day. We're still gonna make it to our lake that we're going to today, but depending on how hard it's raining when we get there, we might just take a few casts and troll along the way to a campsite. If it dies off, we'll definitely fish till dark, do some evening fishing, but if it's getting late and it's still raining, we'll just set up the tarp and chill. Have a relaxing day. Oh yeah, there's definitely some fish in here. Now if I can catch them, that's the other story. I don't know. It's all nice down trees. That was a great cast. We might need to make the switch to 1/8 ounce jigs here, because maybe it's just not falling slow enough, because they do like to bite it when it's dropping, and I'm trying to cast in near all these down trees. It just might not be working out. Okay, dang nabbit, there's a fish near this tree. Will we catch him? I don't know, but there's no way there's... I wouldn't even believe you if you tried to tell me there wasn't a fish near this big old down tree. Oh. Alright, so just one little bobby on this lake. Little bobby. Small little bobby. We're gonna move along to the next lake, and it's a smaller lake, so we'll fish that one too. See how we do there, and then after that we might just move along through, taking just a few casts, because we've got 14 little portages till we get to our lake for the night, and we've got 5 hours of light left. So we'll get there with plenty of time. And I'm not sure how much fishing we'll do on that lake. I definitely want to. Ooh, the rain's actually lighting up a little bit just now. Anyways, we'll see when we get there. We'll play it by ear. But yeah, we're gonna fish the next lake pretty dang hard. And then the lakes after that, we'll just kind of cast through as we move to our lake for the evening. So let's do it. All right, come on, little Blue Riding Hood. So Monty's mat here is meant to keep him out of the water, but as you can see there, after a while of pouring rain, we've been on the lake for a little bit now, it definitely gets filled up a little bit, so we got to stop and empty it out every once in a while. But it still helps more because you can see there's water up here, but now the weight's gone. Well, there's a bunch of water in the boat, and if he was not on this mat, and there wasn't at least a little bit of dry, he'd just be sitting in a pool of water, and he does not like that, and that's what makes him stand up. So even though it was getting a little wet here, he was still okay. Okay. Let's see. Fishing in the rain, just fishing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. Got some weeds right here. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. What do we got? I think we got a pike. Oh yeah. Oh, oh no. Dang. Dang you, Peter. It didn't look like it was in the corner of his mouth and out of harm's way, but apparently I was wrong. Come on, bobber bass. Just the one Peter. No other bites so far. Ooh, that was a good cast. Oh, a little shallow. Oh yeah, Monty? Alright, we're just going to take a few more casts here and then we're just going to move on and probably just not even cast really until we get to our lake, because I don't know if it's me or if just the fishing's slow right now because of all this thunder and rain. But there's definitely rolling thunder going on. It seems to be getting slightly louder, and I don't know if I want to be staying on the water fishing a what is it, carbon nanotube rod. That's a little louder. Alright, we'll do 2 more casts and then we should probably just keep moving on. And Monty's being so good in the back. He's just chilling. Probably super peaceful. It's not a cold rain. It's like a nice kind of warm rain. I know I'd be passed out if I were him. Alright, this is it, last cast, and we gotta get moving. Snag. We've gotta do 1 redemption cast from that snag to make up for it. Oh, thought that was a bite. No. Alright. Let's get a dog, little Augie. Oh, Monty's sitting up too, he's ready. He knows. He knows. His nose knows. The rain has lightened up a little bit, but the thunder has not. It is still just thundering away. This lake isn't too big. We'll have another little portage, another small lake and another little portage, and we'll be on the big lake. The big lake. We'll try fishing a few spots there. We're mostly going to troll on the big lake. I'm sure it's going to be windy, the rain blowing in our faces. Monty won't appreciate it too much. Actually, you know what? I just don't think he cares. I just don't think he cares. He's a champ. He's a champ. So much for swimming today. I'm kind of glad I didn't go swimming because I would have probably never dried off. Even though I'm wet still. It's still wet. Well, this lake isn't too teeny. Could be some fish in here, but let's see, we've got 3.5 hours of daylight left. 2 teeny portages. Yeah, let's just keep moving. It wouldn't hurt to get camp set up early today and just relax. Who knows, maybe there'll be a nice pile of firewood that's under like a piece of birch bark and it's all dry. You never know. Wishful thinking. Ooh, that was some good thunder. Which way are we going? Oh, what a nice day. What a nice rainy day. A nice day for rain. What do you think, Monty? What do you think about all the rain?
I don't know. Kind of like being dry when I'm dry, wet when I'm fetching a stick. But it's peaceful. But it's wet. And I know I'm gonna get brushed later.
Right you are, Monty. Right you are. I'm probably gonna use our towels. Well, actually, no. We're only gonna let them use one. It's just like a constant rumble of thunder. I love it. I wish we'd do this all night, every night for the rest of my life. Just rumbles of thunder like that, just constantly. I love thunder. Lightning's cool too. Lightning's cool if I'm set up at camp and I'm relaxing. Lightning's not so cool when you're out traveling like this on lakes. Then I just like the thunder. Thunder always means like, you know, there's lightning around, but when you see the lightning, it's a little more like, Ooh, there was lightning. There's a big bolt of lightning over there. Oh man. Let's get off the water for right now. See if we can capture it again. It was right where that hill in the background. It was just a big old bolt. Oh, well, that was a greasy. That was real greasy. Monty. Oh, he's hiding his face. You're gonna get gassed out. You gotta get your nose out of the boat, Monty. There you go. Now he's got it. You would have surely passed out. There was a huge bowl right here. We're getting off the water. Oh, that was scary. Oh, yeah, man. I was looking at the portage, and just across the sky, right above the portage, was a big old bolt, and I just like ducked and like just made me jump. And a big old crack of thunder. So I paddled quickly to the portage. Oh. But that was that same system that had that big bolt behind me, so that moved quickly past. And now it's just rumbles of thunder, and I haven't seen any lightning in a little bit here. But the rain is lightened up, and Monty's gonna squeak. We've only got one more portage to get to the big lake. But we're gonna keep our eye out on this lightning. I'm gonna keep my hood off here. Keep an eye out, because if it does that again, I'm gonna sit off the water for a minute. I don't like that.
I present Mr. Squeakles.
I don't know, man. There is another flash of lightning. We're gonna stick close to shore. I'm just gonna race over to this next portage, and then maybe we'll chill out for a minute there. Oh man. I'm gonna just get my rod tip a little bit lower in the boat here, just to be safe. Let's go over near this shore. Yeah, I don't really like paddling in the lightning like that. It makes me so nervous. At least if I go near the trees, they'll be taller than me, you know? I guess that's a good thing.
What?
Monty. Pretty good waterfall, hey? Hey there, puppers. Beautiful one. It is still raining strong. Monty, what do you think about all this? It is really raining right now. We had to check out that waterfall and the boat's filling up with water, so I gotta empty this out quick. What a day, what a day, what a day. Chill for a minute, Monty. I don't know about all this. Come on, Monty. Come on, little blue Monty hood. So there's been some pretty big bolts of lightning going on, lots of thunder. It's picked up a lot. So we're gonna relax for just a minute, and then I think what we're gonna do is hug shore and there's a campsite that's really close, maybe 1/8 of a mile, so not very far. We're just gonna make sure there's no bolts, but if that one's available, we're taking that one just because, I mean, it's lightning too much for me to be comfortable being on the water. And as far as time goes, we've still got 2 hours of daylight left, but I'd like to have at least an hour to set up and relax. But we'll give it like 15 minutes. Oh, see, oh man, that was a big bolt. Yeah, see, I don't want to be on the water when that's going on. That was a big bolt. I don't know where the actual bolt was, but I saw the flash. That was a bright one. Monty, we're stuck. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'd rather get to camp in the dark, I guess, than die. I think that makes sense, right? It'd be better to get to camp in the dark and set up late than be dead. Sounds like it checks out. It's not letting up at all. So we are just hugging the shoreline, and we're gonna zip over to that campsite. It's not very far, it's right up here. I kept looking at the maps. I hope if it's not open, then we're definitely gonna have to go just sit on shore and wait it out. I do not like being on the water in this, but the boat keeps filling up with water. Lightning's not dying down. Not ideal. I'll be happy once we're at camp. This will be fun to sit in and just chill. But all the lightning is like, ooh. We'll just keep this camera rolling in case anything really bad happens, I guess. Good boy, Monty. You're doing so good.
Ah, it's really raining. Straight up downpouring.
Oh jeez, Monty. You're doing great, Monty.
Oh, I can see it. I think it's right here.
Oh my gosh. You can't even see over the lake.
Oh, there's somebody here. Right on me, Monty, are huddled up on shore sharing a tarp with some guys that are camped out here. Okay, so the campsite was taken. It was a torrential downpour there, and the lightning was going nuts. So when I got to the campsite, there was a couple of guys there, and the campsite was occupied, and they called me up on shore to wait it out, because I was gonna wait it out no matter where I was, if I had to just crawl up into the trees and sit there. But no, they called me up on shore. We sat under their tarp. They fed me a couple of shots of whiskey, so it wasn't so bad. But yeah, definitely had to wait out that storm. It was pretty terrible. You couldn't even see across the lake. You couldn't see the trees or anything. But we're pretty much shooting for the last available campsite. We've got like an hour till the sun sets, maybe hour 15, but it'll be pretty dark in an hour here. But the lightning is not so bad. The rain's lightened up. I don't even know if it's really lightning out anymore. The one bad thing is that I ripped Monty's poncho. When I pulled all the stuff out, the boat was filling up with water. So I threw it up on shore real quick, and it caught a log, and when I went to grab it, when I put him back in the boat, it tore. So he's got a big old tear on his backside, but he is just relaxed. He was kind of looking at me funny when I was telling him we had to leave. And they were, you know, he was under their tarp and just relaxing. He was like, what do you mean? Why are we leaving this dry, comfortable space? Why would we go back out there? Oh, shoot. It's nice now. Like I said, I love storms like that when I'm set up. Being out on your boat is not so ideal. It's not my favorite thing. That's one of the things that makes these adventures so much fun, is I had no idea that it was gonna storm like this. I've been waiting for a rainstorm like this all summer. I have not got to be out in a downpour like this, and it finally happened, and I did not expect it. It was pretty crazy there for a minute. I don't know if I captured any of the good lightning, but it was flashing like crazy. It looks like it's about to get nice out. Looks like the rain's gonna die right down, and it's gonna be a nice, looks like, forward. The sky's getting light. I don't know what this is gonna do to the fishing. I hope it doesn't affect it too much, but definitely a storm. Might make the fishing slow tomorrow, and we're hoping for a fish dinner tomorrow. Hoping to catch some Walters tomorrow, but we shall see. But I think I can see where we're camping for the night right up ahead, so we are just gonna zip on over there. Yeah, we got an hour of light left. Might as well get over there, set up the tarp, and yeah, get ready for the evening. We caught our fish for the day. We caught a little Bobby Jr. and a little Peter that stole our lure, but hey, we're still on track for our fish every day. And we caught a Larry, we caught two Larrys, two Pitas, and a Bobby. so we just need to catch a Walter and we're good. I also ran into a couple of guys earlier today on some portages, and they were just getting a kick out of Monty, me picking him up, put him in the boat, and then putting his rain poncho on. I thought that was pretty funny. I just think it's another thing. No, it ain't no thing, Monty. Right? It ain't no thing. You fuzzball. But, you know, I can see the campsite, and I can see that it's open, and it's right up there. And there's this nice island here that's got a couple of drop-offs. So I'm thinking we should probably take a couple of casts, you know. We got time. We got an hour of light. We only need like 20 minutes to really set up. If I'm being pokey, maybe 30, 40. But if I'm going quick, oh, it's definitely getting light. The storm has passed. All right, let's take some casts. Storm has passed, let's take some casts. Look at how pruny my hands are. Oh man, super prune. All right, we're just gonna cast from camp. Monty deserves a place to rest his head for the day. He done good. He done enough. Okay, that site did not have really any flat ground and nowhere to really set up the tarp very well that wasn't like stuck in trees. So we're gonna try the next site. There's a couple other sites that are close by. We're gonna go to those. We can come back to this one if need be. I think the other site's like right up here. I'd like it. This one's pretty open and it's still breezy and rainy, so I'd love it if it was a little bit more tucked in. But we've got options. We can always come back. Look at that. The sun's gonna try to poke through and say hello. We haven't really seen the sun much today, just in the morning. Okay, so it's still slightly raining. It's not heavy, it's just a light rain now, but I'm going to set up the tarp right here for us to sit and cook, and I think we're going to set up the tent in here because it's nice and protected. So I don't know when this is supposed to end, if it is supposed to end, but it's pretty much not really that wet right here. Watch out, Monty. I'm wet. I sure am wet. Okay. It's barely raining, but it's still slightly raining. So I've got my ground sheet here. I'm just going to lay this down, put all my stuff in it, all my gear, and fold it over so it can all stay dry. Even though I'm wearing rain gear, I feel like I got pretty wet today. Got pretty wet today. Let's see how much rat's nest we gotta deal with today. Oh, the never fail rat's nest. Oh, it's double tied. There we go, not so bad, not so bad. What do you think about that, Monty? Alright, that'll be good enough for chilling tonight. What is it, Monty? Oh, is it the sun? The sun decided to make an appearance. It's a nice beach over here. What do you think, Monty? What do you think, you wet floof? You big wet floof? Alright, well, I've got the tarp set up. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly whip camp together. Sun's setting, it's going to get dark soon, so I'm just going to do it quick. I don't want to have the DSLR out. It's stopped raining for now, and we're going to sit out. It's kind of open in our campsite. We're going to sit out away from the trees while we can, and then we'll just go under the tarp if we need to if it starts raining again. But I'm just gonna whip camp together, and then we're gonna start chilling and making some grub, getting some water. Ooh, we need some water. Yeah, that's what we need, is water. Oh, Monty, you got a picker. Big wet Monty. Oh, heaven to Betsy. What a fun day. That was fun. I love a good rainstorm. That was the best rainstorm I've been in all year, for sure. That was definitely a good one. Good thunderstorm. That was a lot of fun. It would have been definitely fun to be at my campsite and like set up, but that would have been tough to set up in regardless. If I would have got here and it was downpouring like that crazy, I would have probably just chilled and waited it out, and we would have just sat around anyways. But it was really awesome that those guys had their tarp set up and they're just like, yeah, come on in. That was nice. I mean, we would have been fine sitting under a tree, but it's definitely nicer to have a tarp. You can take your hood off and chillax. But yeah, I am in 100% dry clothes. I was a little damp around my waist because my pants kept slipping down, and my rain jacket is a little short, so it would kind of, when I would jump into my boat, oh, it's loons, it would scooch up, and my just kept getting wet around the waist. And then my feet a little bit, and my underwear, because same thing, the pants would slip down, the wetness would get in there, and because I did that portage where I was getting around my legs. But other than that, I wasn't too bad. Just even with rain gear, you still get a little soppy. Little soppy. But now I am dry, and what I'm going to do tomorrow most likely is put on my wet stuff before we leave. It's not the most fun thing in the world, but if you put on your wet stuff, your body heat dries it out. So my underwear and everything, socks, it'll all be dry as long as it doesn't rain again. But if it does, then you get the same wet stuff wet again. So I got this nice dry set of clothes that I can go back into. And if it does start to rain, right now we're not sitting under the tarp. It is set up, but we're out in the open away from the trees, but it's not raining anymore. So that's why we're out here, just because it's a little more light, and it's just kind of nice to be out in the breeze, and it's kind of dark, and I don't want to be under the tarp if I don't have to. You know, Monty, you stinker. I set this thing up for him, but he didn't care about that. No sir, not the Monty. You put down a sleeping, if it's not a blow-up sleeping pad, he doesn't want nothing to do with it. Now we're going to try it a little bit different today. We are going to not boil it as long. So as soon as it starts to boil, we're going to set it off to the side, and we're not going to let it sit super long. I'm going to try to avoid getting the really soft noodles. I'm curious to see if these 8-ounce portions are gonna fit in this bowl here, my normal cooking stove. It looks like it's not gonna. Monty, this isn't for you. Oh man. Oh, barely. Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare. Oh, that'll work. Yep, that'll work. I just won't fill it up with so much water. Essentially, what I'd like to do in the future is get to a point where I can bring out, like, instead of, because I put each one in a Ziploc bag and I'm trying to be better about not using so many baggies. I'd like to, now that I know that like a bowl full is an 8-ounce portion of this type, you know, I could just basically bring out like 3 dedicated Nalgene's that are just spaghetti and just fill them up with spaghetti, you know, all my portions in there, and then just kind of fill up my bowl so I can reuse the Nalgene instead of having to use a bag every time. Eventually, we're evolving slowly. We'll get there one day. Have the ultimate system, or maybe like a one of those like sealed square things. All right, you need some dog food, Punk? Huh, Punk? All right, we'll get you some dog food. Let me start mine. All right, and then we'll get you yours. It's gonna be another breezy night. That means I'm gonna sleep like a baby. There you go, Monty. It's a nice spot. We're doing pretty dang good on fuel so far. Let's see, we're about right there. Ooh, we're halfway through the trip. I tried to use just enough fuel. I'm sure I could definitely go out and make a fire if I had to right now. You know, it would be a pain to, you know, have to find some nice big piece of wood. But it could be done. We've got a hungry, stinky doggy. It looks like he wants some food. So we better give it to him, or else. That got wet. I have a front little zipper on my dry bag here, and it got a little wet. And it's got Monty's pumpkin powder in there in the Montreal. So it is not, if the Montreal got wet, it'd be game over. We'd be going home. And if Monty's pumpkin powder got wet, he'd probably starve himself unless they caught a bunch of fish, so we just have to work harder on fish. Isn't that right, Monty? Would you say you deserve 2 scoops of pumpkin today? What do you think? 2 pumpkin scoops? Is that what you want? I'd say you earned yourself 2. Oh, it did get a little wetness in there. We're double bagging the pumpkin powder. Alright, go ahead, good boy. Alright. I'm going to look over my maps and read a book about knots that I brought out. The Everything Knots book. I need to learn some new knots while I wait for the spaghetti to go. Alright, it just got up to a boil. So I'm going to take it off the heat here after I stir it up, And we're just going to see how little it needs to boil to see if it can be all rehydrated good. Alright, let's get this off the heat, conserve some fuel. It didn't sit too long. It was a slight boil. Oh yeah, that definitely did the trick. Let's just hope it's not too soft. Ooh, it's a little on the drier side. They couldn't fit enough water in there. That's okay. It's still gonna be good. Ooh. That's a bowl of spaghetti. Look at that heaper right there. Ooh. Mmm. It's definitely less soft. It's better. It's not it's still not as good as spaghetti noodles. I won't deny it. But with that being said, it's still delicious. There's something about the texture of spaghetti noodles. Mmm. Monty's tired over there. He's got his face in the grass. Oh, looks like I'm getting dark again. My light's not doing so good. All right, I'm gonna let this cool off for a minute. I'm gonna devour this up and just relax. Read my book a little bit. I'm gonna shut off the camera for now. I'm just gonna have a relaxing night and just kind of chill out, eat my food. Not a whole lot going on right now. And yeah, I will check back in with you guys when I'm done eating here and we get to dry off and brush out our Monty here. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, that's Monty laying in the soaking wet grass right now. So I'm going to enjoy a little Cadbury fruit and nut before we do the great Monty drying of 2019. It's chocolate, Monty. You can't have any. And I don't even have to feel guilty at all. Nope. The 8-ounce spaghetti portion after a day of portaging and whatnot is pretty good. I could have ate like 9 or 10 ounces worth of spaghetti, but it's pretty good. But I don't really know if I can eat more than the average person or less, or I feel like I eat an above average amount. What? Yeah. When I eat nighttime meals, I mow down. That's good stuff. Alright. Monty, let's get you dry. Dry-ish. We're not gonna get them all the way dry. No way. Come here. Oh, you wet critter. Alright, let's just... Oh, you got some burrs on you? How many burrs you got on you, Monty? Oh no, why? Get back here, you wild animal. Alright, we just need to lightly brush you. Just a little. Alright, go ahead, Monty. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just don't go on my sleeping pad. You know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. Yeah, this one's yours. Yeah. Yeah, Monty. Come on, lay down. Come on. There you go, poop butt. Oh, he's a big dirty dog. There's stuff in his tail. Oh. I got my sleeping stuff still in my backpack right here. I'm a little pooped, I'm a little tired, a little sleepy. It's only 9:15. We're setting records for how early we're going to bed in this trip. I got my wet stuff kind of hanging. It's not gonna really do much. My underwear is kind of getting a little drippy. That stuff's quick drying, so it's just kind of like running out. But this is a, you know, high quality outdoor $2 cotton white t-shirt. I wear white because it doesn't pick up stains, contrary to what popular belief is. Doesn't yeah, it doesn't hold stains. Anyways, nice little meal. I'm glad we had a nice stormy day. That felt great. I'd love it if it kept raining and storming all night, but that's okay. That's alright. Anyways, we're gonna see what tomorrow brings. It sounds really windy out there again, so maybe we'll have more rain tomorrow, maybe we'll have windy, maybe we'll have sun, who knows? I have no clue what's coming. But we'll find out. I just hope it's not heat, if anything. As long as it's not super hot, I'll be happy. So, we're gonna pass out, so I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good night, everybody. Hey! Monty, you're still wet. You're still wet. You stink like poop. Stinky. Hey, Monty. Good morning. I'm spooning my Monty.